Greetings and salutations. My name is Chance Kelly, and this is Video Ghoulash. Way stoked to talk about Witch City Wicks today. They are a small batch candle company and fragrance company out of Salem, Massachusetts. They have a brick and mortar, by the way. They opened back in 2017, so if you're ever in Salem, go check them out. Liz Frazier, she's the creator, the genius, the head witch, man, behind Witch City Wicks. And I wanted to do this review nowish because they are dropping their Halloween line September 13th. So get ready. September 13th, they are dropping their Halloween line. And that's what I'm going to concentrate on. I'm going to go over some of the Halloween stuff of theirs that I have. They do kind of creepy, gothic, witchy, spooky, esoteric kind of stuff year-round. Let me tell you what's going to be available. Pumpkinhead is going to be available. Trick or Treat is going to be available. All Hallows Eve is going to be available. Sleepy Hollow is going to be available. And Poison Apple. These are the scents that are coming back. They seem to be sort of the staples of Witch City Wicks Halloween. Now, don't quote me on things coming back every year. I'm not saying that. I have no idea. I have no inside track to any of this. But those seem to be sort of the core Witch City Wicks Halloween scents. And I have a few of those I'm going to go over. Then there are the special editions. There are 3 of them. October Rust. There is 1031. And Devil's Night. I have a couple of those from the previous year. Now again, don't quote me on what's coming back every year or expect that if you miss it, it's going to be back next year. I have no clue. Let's kick off with Poison Apple, a staple of Halloween, a staple of fall. And absolutely an authentic, gorgeous Poison Apple. I'm going to say Witch City Wicks does apple almost better than anyone. I'm talking about doing the basics like a pro. And Witch City Wicks does that with this Poison Apple. The notes on this thing are fresh apples, and you're going to get authentic fresh apples. Cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, orange, and cedarwood. So the orange is giving a beautiful zest, right? This nice sharp quality that's counteracting, cedar wood. It's so the zest is floating across the top. It's lifting the apple. The spices are perfect. This thing's blended expertly. Now again, you can go anywhere and get a Poison Apple, but I challenge you to find a better Poison Apple scent than Witch City Wicks. I don't think you're gonna do it. This thing's authentic, amazing. I'm burning it right now, as you can see. Burning it right now because I wanted to be in the vibe, in the Poison Apple fall, yet Halloween vibe. Autumnal? Yeah, of course. 5 Leaves. One of the best Poison Apples there is on the market, period. Jackos? 5 Jackos. Poison Apple is one of the staples of Halloween. And when you get this candle, or wax melt, or fragrance from them, you can get it in a lot of different ways. You'll see exactly why. Poison Apple, an awesome candle. And coming up, September 13th. Continuing with the staple Halloween line, All Hallows Eve. God, that's good. It's good. It's good. Jeez. All right. Let me get the notes here. Smoky cloves, earthy patchouli, and fresh from the tree apple. So smelling this thing, look. I don't know what kind of apple that is. It might be Macintosh. Red Delicious. I think it's a Macintosh because it's a little sharper than a Red Delicious. But you've got this gorgeous apple note, a bitter, beautiful clove, and then there's something incensey going on about this, and there's some smoke. I mean, God, this scent is rad. I love it. Let's talk about what happens when you melt it. It's incredible. charred, smoky, incensey apple, and the clove. It's beguiling. It's intriguing. It's, you know, grab a thesaurus. This thing, the parts of this thing, I can tell you what it is, part-wise. The sum of the parts. It's incredible. Is it autumnal? 5 leaves autumnal. Is it Halloween? It's 5 jackos. If I give it 6, I would. Chills? 4 chills. Because it's creepy. It's Halloween. It's autumn. I don't know why this thing vibes that creepy. Maybe because it's Halloween. It's so Halloween and so fall and so mysterious, almost esoteric. This fragrance gets a ghoul. This is a spooky, otherworldly, invoking scent. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. It's like it conceptually delivers on Halloween and makes the imagination just go and ruminate on all things Halloween and creepy and spooky. And this thing is a top 10 gotta have it scent. I mean, if you've got to put this in your order. If you order anything from Witch City Wicks, this is one of those things that has to go in there. It's got to. Amazing, Liz. Amazing. I don't know how you did this, but wow. I mean, I had to go trick or treating after this. Who doesn't like candy corn? You're an idiot. No offense. Trick or treat. Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. Sleepy Hollow. It's not like this is a cold sniff. I have burned this. This thing is so good. It's incredible. You're gonna get apple and spices, charred kind of a clove, and maybe like a beautiful pumpkin pie cooling on a windowsill vibe. And it's cold though. It's got a Halloween backdrop of autumn leaves and smoke and fire, kind of like in the back, like a freshly lit wood fire. So the notes, I can't stop smelling it. The notes on this are pumpkin pie, apples, rich autumn spices, and a hint of burning fireplaces in the air. Yeah. The pumpkin pie and the apple are first. They really are. But that Halloween backdrop of, I don't know, man. It feels like I'm outside, kind of. I get the burning fireplaces, though, and the smoke. What's it like burning this, though? The fresh apple, to me, takes center stage. Oh, when you burn this, the pumpkin pie is the main supporting role. You get this tartness of the apple, but this rich, musky, velvety pumpkin pie, like it's cooling on a windowsill. Then there's this backdrop, the autumn leaves. Autumn leaves isn't the easiest thing to blend with other things, and in here it is gorgeous. This autumn leaves scent and this backdrop of Halloween musk and embers. It's a little smoky, not super smoky at all, just a touch. It's like a fresh lit fire, a burning fire that is active and hasn't got to the point where it's super smoky, but it has just the right amount. Autumnal, yeah, 5 leaves, Halloween centric, 5 jackos, chills. It is. It's just a little creepy. There's something about it it's so Halloween that it's getting 2 chills. It's the perfect amount creepy. This thing gets a ghoul. This is another transportative, evocative, incredible. You cannot live without this top 10 Halloween scent. Sleepy Hollow by Witch City Wicks. It's next level. This candle is exactly why I love candles. the blending of all of these things that creates an X factor that you can't put your finger on, that makes your imagination run wild, that puts you in a creative place, that evokes the season. Amazing. Liz, what are you doing over there? Witchcraft. October Rust. This is a really fresh, chilly smelling candle. The notes are fallen leaves, dried branches, and crisp autumn air. The dried branches, I think, are center stage. You get the cold sniff, you're going to get a gorgeous fallen leaves, autumn fallen leaves. The dried branches, though, are ever present, and it's kind of got a smoky, incensey quality to it, even though it's not really in the notes. Especially when you burn it, it has this quality to it that is just a touch incense-like. The crisp autumn air is this ozonal. Is ozonal a word? I don't know. But it is. There's ozone and cold. You kind of feel like that part of autumn in the coldest part where the leaves have already come down and the branches are bare and it's really chilly outside. Winter is coming, and the haunting specter of October, kind of a sad fragrance in a way, because it takes me to that kind of time that's after Halloween, but it's also a little creepy. Autumnal wise, this thing, I think it's 5 leaves. I think it's incredibly autumnal. Halloween wise, I'm gonna give it 4 Jackos, because you can keep going after Halloween into late fall with this, but like again, it's the specter of Halloween, the ghost of Halloween haunting you, and those dried branches being center stage with that cold, chilly note and the fallen leaves note. I mean, everything that's in the notes, it's there, and it's blended to perfection again in this candle, and it brings you a kind of a scary vibe. I'm gonna give it 3 chills. 3 chills. October Rust. This was one when I started burning it, I didn't know, honestly. I got the first sniff, and again you get this fresh hit, and it was very different. It took me a second, but then when I understood what was going on, and maybe probably, I mean, I can't say what the intention behind this was, but if the intention of it was late fall, the ghost of Halloween, October haunting you, it really grew on me, and I'm gonna get another one because you know, you can see how much I've burned it, and that's saying something for something that I initially was unsure of. October Rust, fresh, different, really cool, and coming back on the 13th. 1031. It's the last thing I have for you today. And it is smoky, deep, rich woods. Very incense type of wood and richness and mystique to this candle, 1031. The notes on it are dark woods, damp moss, aged bark, and rich resin. The scent notes tell the story. Again, blended incredibly well. You've got this smoky kind of a wood, this charred sort of feeling, but the moss is very strong in this too. The bark, the bitter of the bark, it's in there. And burning it provides this really resinous, rich, intense, All Hallows type of incense. It's not a powdery kind of a fragrance at all. It doesn't go powdery. And it has this foreboding Halloween menace to it. This rich, resinous, smoky, dark incense. Halloween itself boiled down to an intense, beautiful, smoky... I mean, to me, there's even some leaves in here. Maybe like some old, damp leaves. The moss is just gorgeous. So autumnal wise, I feel like this is a 5 leaves autumnal. Jacko's 5 Jackos. This is All Hallows Eve resined into an incense. It's creepy, it's dark, it's menacing. I'm gonna give it 3 chills. Yeah, 3 chills sounds perfect for 1031. I love this scent. I can't get enough of it. It's alluring, even kind of sexy, kind of dark and mysterious. The perfect incensey candle for 1031. Overall, if you haven't got anything from Witch City Wicks, I think the quality level's through the roof. They're very provoking fragrances. They're very eliciting fragrances of Halloween. This Halloween line is it's perfection. It's absolutely amazing. If I only had a few dollars for Halloween, Witch City Wicks is going on the list of something that I've got to get. I don't have Trick or Treat. I don't have Pumpkinhead. I don't have Devil's Night. I hope to get them this year. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. But highly recommend Witch City Wicks out of Salem, Massachusetts. September 13th, guys. Don't forget it. That's the Halloween drop. I appreciate you watching. More to come, as always. Keep it creepy. And I'll smell you later.